You're not losing it, you're just having a high-level strategy session. With yourself, smart people do this all the time. It's not performance, it's processing. Think of it like this. You're both the pilot and the air traffic controller, running live commentary to organize the chaos inside your head. Einstein did it. Athletes do it. Kids learning to speak do it non-stop. Psychologists have a name for it. Externalized metacognition. We just call it giving your thoughts some breathing room. Talking out loud helps you think clearer, like running a mental defrag while your brain narrates. It's not weird, it's efficient. You're troubleshooting your own mind with a sarcastic voice assistant who sounds suspiciously like you and never logs off. It's how you rehearse conversations, unpack tough decisions, or untangle thoughts that feel like a knot in your brain. And here's the science. Saying things out loud actually improves memory and focus. That's why people talk through test questions, packing lists, or IKEA instructions that look like modern art. So if you catch yourself giving a TED talk to your toaster, relax. You're not broken. You're just giving your best ideas a chance to speak. Some ideas don't just land, they haunt you. They echo in your head like arguments you never had, and you can't stop replaying the moment something felt off. For highly intelligent minds, abstract values like justice, logic, truth, or beauty aren't just intellectual interests, they're emotional lifelines. When one gets twisted or betrayed, it's not just frustrating, it's painful deeply. This is why you argue with passion, why debates feel personal, and why a single logical inconsistency can ruin your whole vibe. Philosophers might call it moral intensity, you call it giving a damn. Maybe too much, but that's the cost of thinking with your heart as much as your head. You don't just want to know the world, you want to believe in it. And when reality doesn't live up to the ideal, your brain files a full-scale emotional lawsuit. Sure, it might make you seem intense, even rigid at times, but it also means you live by something. You don't just understand what's right, you feel it, right down to your bones. Writing over speaking, you'll craft the perfect message and dodge a phone call like it's a live grenade. Why? Because speaking rushes, writing waits. For thinkers, writing is a lifeline. It's time, it's space, it's the sacred power of a delete key. Smart people often prefer writing because it lets them untangle complex thoughts without the chaos of live conversation. Spoken words are like jazz, messy, spontaneous, but writing is architecture. You get to build exactly what you mean, one deliberate sentence at a time. It's not about hiding, it's about control. It's how you make sure your thoughts land the way you felt them. Think of it this way, talking is improv, writing is precision engineering. And for anyone whose brain likes to over every syllable, the ability to pause, revise, and hit send on your own terms isn't a luxury, it's survival. Moral whiplash when someone bends the rules or cheats the system. Your jaw tightens like you just took a punch. This isn't just outrage, it's personal. Smart people tend to build intricate moral frameworks, and when the world ignores those rules, it's like a glitch in your emotional operating system. You're not just annoyed, you're offended on behalf of everyone it might hurt. Suddenly, you're the group's moral compass. Truth detective, or reluctant whistleblower. It might seem over the top to some, but underneath is a hyperactive conscience tuned into justice like a radio locked on one frequency. Yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it can hijack dinner conversations. But it's also the fuel behind revolutions, reform, and uncomfortable truths that need to be said. You don't just crave justice, you breathe it. It's not just a belief. It's your emotional oxygen. Sensitive, not fragile. You feel tension before it enters the room. You clock the fake laugh, the tight smile, the I'm fine that clearly isn't. People might call it oversensitive, but you know better. It's emotional pattern recognition, and you're fluent. Smart minds often come with finely tuned emotional radars. You notice micro shifts others miss. A single word text, a delayed response, a glance, it's all data. And you absorb it like a sensor no one taught you to turn off. It's a gift for empathy, communication, loyalty, but it's also a curse. Your nervous system's in constant listening mode. You feel everything, and it's a lot. But that radar, it makes you the one who spots the unspoken truth, senses the silent tension, and catches red flags no one else sees. You're the vibe analyst, the quiet protector, the friend who knows when I'm good means please notice I'm not, the disappearing act. Sometimes, you vanish, no texts, no updates, just stillness, not because you're avoiding life, but because your brain is busy doing something most people forget to do, actually thinking. Deep thinkers need solitude. Like lungs need air. It's not procrastination, it's incubation. You're sketching blueprints in your mind, rewriting reality, running simulations where every thought is tested, stretched and reformed. Outwardly, you're just staring out a window. Inwardly, you're constructing whole mental worlds. This silence isn't absence. It's creation, the power of stillness. To the outside world, you look checked out like you're just staring into space or avoiding reality. But inside, you're in deep focus mode, blueprinting thoughts that haven't fully surfaced yet. This isn't laziness, it's mental architecture. You're assembling frameworks, testing logic, constructing meaning, all under the radar. Then, out of nowhere, the insight drops. Clean, sharp, fully formed. Like an upgrade you didn't even know you'd earned. So when someone says, "You're too quiet," just say this: silence isn't empty, it's buffering. And those random flashes of brilliance in the shower, on a walk, mid-toothbrush, that's not random. That's your mind handing over the final draft it's been working on in the background. In a world addicted to noise, stillness isn't weakness. It's your secret weapon, falling down the rabbit hole. One week it's ancient Egyptian astronomy. Next week, DIY mushroom farming or Icelandic grammar. Or the entire history of fonts. When something grabs your interest, you don't browse, you devour. It's not a phase, it's a full intellectual deep dive. Every article, every video. You've got a spreadsheet, a vision board, and maybe even a whiteboard with pins and string. This isn't random curiosity, it's focused obsession. Smart people do this because their minds crave depth. Surface level isn't satisfying. You want to know the why, the how, and all the weird tangents in between. This is how innovation begins, by chasing threads no one else even sees. Sure, you might sound unhinged at dinner parties, but you're also the person everyone calls when they need that one hyper-specific fact nobody else knows. You're not just curious. You're building mental museums out of things most people scroll past, inventing personal systems. Your notes don't look like notes. They look like encrypted code. Your planner could be mistaken for an FBI evidence board. You've got color codes, labels, and rules no one else understands, but they work. This isn't disorganization. It's personal architecture. Your brain sees chaos and builds a system to manage it. Forget the trendy productivity hacks. You made your own. Because generic systems don't fit exceptional minds. Highly intelligent people often invent frameworks to make sense of the overload. It's not about being neat. It's about creating structure in a world that doesn't offer any. From the outside, it might look a little eccentric, but under the hood, it's elegant, precise, efficient. It's not a mess. It's just brilliance in a different dialect. We decode minds like yours every week, so if this felt a little too relatable, you're not alone. You're just wired differently. Hit that subscribe button and stick around. We're just getting started.